Hi guys, welcome to Let Me Teach You How to Fish, and this is your host Balasas Yoga. Welcome to Let Me Teach You How to Fish, and this is my YouTube channel. As you can see from the title, we are gonna be starting with the November Bursary Series. Yes, this is gonna be the first video that we're gonna do, and I bet you guys thought I was not gonna come back, but I'm back. Okay, I know I've been gone for a week, but I'm back, and without mentioning too many things, let's get right into the video because there is a lot that we have to talk about. Okay, yes. So as usual, I'm not gonna be mentioning the typical documents that are required for you to apply for the bursaries because I've already done a video about that, so go check that. And then yeah, the only thing that I'll be basically informing you guys about when it comes to the documents will be the extra specific documents that they require. And yeah, but otherwise, as you can see from here, you can't see properly, but I'm using my laptop basically, yes, with regards to helping with the information, that I don't leave anything that you need to know for applying. And yeah, otherwise, make sure to subscribe, okay? Turn on that post notification bell because girl or guy, you have to be always ready for my videos because usually the closing dates, you never know how close they are. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So the first bursary that we're gonna do, it's the ATNS bursary. Okay, you ask yourself, which one is that one? Well, this one is the Air Traffic and Navigation Services bursary. Okay, so with ATNS, it's gonna be providing 30 bursaries to candidates that are gonna be successful. Okay, the first one is Air Traffic Services Officer. So if you are working towards that, then your 24 bursaries are gonna be offered to candidates that are in that field of study basically. Then another one is that if you are working towards being a target generating officer, 2 bursaries are gonna be offered to the successful candidates. So yeah. And then the last 4 bursaries are going to be offered to the Aeronautical Information Management Officer. So if your studies are falling under those categories, then you stand a chance to qualify. But for now, let's see what are the other requirements for you to qualify for this program. So this bursary is very specific about where it wants its candidates to actually study for, right? So you have to be willing or intending to study at the ATNS Aviation Training Academy, which is in Gauteng. So if you are intending to study in that training academy, then this one is yours. Okay. When it comes to the academic results that they require, is that you have to have English as well as mathematics, so pure maths. Okay, and with those 2 subjects, you have to make sure that you are in level 4. That's the minimum requirement for them, so that's around 50% upwards. Okay, but yes, one thing that you must be unemployed, and another thing is that you must not have been part of this program financial aid before, because if you were, then now you cannot partake in it, otherwise you're going to be disqualified. Okay, then the last 2 things that I'm going to mention is that you must be willing to relocate, basically, because if you are living in another province that's not in Gauteng, you must be willing to actually relocate from your home and go into Gauteng in order to qualify, in order to study for the training, because obviously some people, they mind relocating, but yeah, I don't think many people, if you want to study, then you at this aviation training academy, you would actually be willing to actually move there. Okay, yeah. The last thing that is required is for you to be medically fit, which is only going to be a medical assessment for the ATSO stream. Okay, yes. So that takes place after you qualify for the bursaries. Yeah. And one thing about this bursary is that you are going to be applying online, and as you usually know, the link is going to be in the description box. Okay, yes. So when it comes to the documents, it's only 2, so I'm just going to mention them. I think that they're the usual ones. So obviously it's a certified copy of your ID, which has to be in the latest of 3 months certification, yes. And then also you must provide your matric certificate, which also has to be certified in the latest 3 months. So those are just literally the only 2 that they require from you. And then the bursary is going to be closing on the 8th of November, which is this Friday. So make sure you apply in time. And yeah, so let's go to the next bursary. The second bursary that we're going to do today is the Monaco Foundation Bursary. That is actually one of my favorites, okay? So with this bursary, it's going to be providing this opportunity for the financial aid to disadvantaged Black females that are in South Africa. So if you are studying towards being an undergrad or a postgrad, this is an opportunity for you. Now, let's ask ourselves, which studies are they falling under when it comes to what they're gonna fight for? Let's check. So that's gonna be accounting, computer sciences, economics, engineering, finance, mathematics, and medicine. So if your fields of study fall under that, then number one tick. And one thing about being funded by Monaco Foundation, right, is that they basically are gonna cover your tuition fees, book, study material allowance, and they give you a laptop, guys. A laptop, like, think about it, a laptop, like, yo guys, okay. Also accommodation and subsistence allowance, okay. And also the students that are going to be funded by this bursary are also going to receive a counseling with an MS Office course, you understand? So basically a Microsoft Office course, which is going to be amazing because that offers you some experience when it comes to the computer apps that they usually use when it comes to companies and jobs and that. So when it comes to the bursary recipients, right, they will not be required to pay back the money that they received from the financial aid or to work back after graduation. So that is like, but I wouldn't mind if they made me like pay them back by working for them, because that's work experience, as I usually say. Good thing, hey? When it comes to the particular preference of Black females, right? What is Black? What do they mean by Black when it comes to that? So they are basically referring to an African, colored, Indian, or Asian female that resides in South Africa and has an ID certificate that proves that they are a South African citizen. Obviously, you must have completed matric and you must be in your second or higher year of field of study when it comes to the tertiary. So this is not for like people that are in matric, or like if you're currently matric this year, then they don't want a first year. They want someone who has been doing like second year upwards from 2024. Okay. Another thing is that you must be studying at a recognized and accredited tertiary, which is only like universities, so no colleges at all. See, those are that in South Africa basically. And then you must be in a financial need with limited to no funding towards your education, you understand? So, and also another thing is that you must not have received or be receiving any other bursary funding. Then obviously you're gonna be applying this bursary online, and the link is in the description box. So that's that. And then another thing about this bursary is that it's also closing on the 8th of November, which is this Friday as well. And and then when it comes to the required documents that they want from you, it's obviously like a certified matric certificate, ID document. Then they also want a full academic record from your university that is stamped by the university or for the letterhead or stuff like that. And then if you are going towards postgrad, then they want from you basically your degree certificate, which is obvious, and that also has to be certified, or certified copy. Then they're gonna require from you to do like a little bit of more research, you understand, because they want a breakdown of the funds that you need in order to study for next year. So obviously if you're studying at the university, like you have access to check like what are the financial fees that are required for next year for whatever you're gonna be studying next year basically. So when it has to be including your tuition fees, accommodation, study support, as well as books and subsistence allowance. Yes. Then obviously an updated curriculum vitae, so that's a CV, and not forgetting that you have to write a letter, right, that addresses to the trustees of the Monaco Foundation Trust these following points, which is your information and background about yourself, your field of study. Don't forget your career ambitions, as well as why should you be awarded with this bursary, motivation for you understand? Okay, so next bursary, let's go to it. And the third bursary that we're going to be doing in this video is basically the NCPG, right? What is that? That's the Northern Cape Provincial Government Bursary Program. program which they are offering to students obviously that are residing in Northern Cape, okay? And then when it comes to the studies that they're gonna fund, it has to be scarce and critical skills that are hard to fill in vacancies. I'm just gonna show you like a whole list there on the screen just so you can have a few minutes and look at where you might fall. It also funds for your registration fees, tuition fees, books and accommodation, okay? Then you basically in your household, you must have a minimum from your parents or your guardians when it comes to the income, a minimum of 350,000 rands per annum when it comes to salary, okay, for you to receive this bursary with a maximum of 120,000 rands in a year. Then obviously if your family earns more than that, like between like 550,000 per annum salary from your guardians and also the 350, that one it's gonna limit you to 100,000 rands financial aid basically. And then obviously if it's more than 550,000 salary per annum to 800,000 rands of salary per annum, then you're gonna be receiving an 80,000 rands financial aid. So yes, you must have a strong academic record. This bursary also includes different tertiaries, so whether it's a Tvet college or a University of Technology or a normal university, public university, they fund for that, but no private institutions are going to be funded for. What you're going to do is that you're going to click in the link that I put in my description box, okay? And you're going to download the document that they require you for the application form to fill in. And otherwise, if you don't want to download it, then it's fine. You can just go to the offices that I mentioned here on the screen and collect the form and then fill it in, then submit. Then make sure you apply by the 8th of November. So that's the due date, the 8th of November. Make sure you apply. Then another bursary that we're gonna do today, the last one of the video, it's the SUBCRIBEEEEE bursary. That's the South African Civil Aviation Authority bursary program that is offered to students that are gonna be studying in these fields of study, which is pilot training, aircraft maintenance engineering, as well as aeronautical engineering. So with this bursary, you must be between the ages of 18 to 35 years and have a matric certificate, be a South African citizen, not forgetting that if you are going to be studying towards the pilot training, so your requirement when it comes to the academics is that you must have a level 5 for English and pure maths, or no, it's actually and physical sciences. So those are like the 60%, okay? Then when it comes to the aircraft maintenance engineering, you must basically have achieved a minimum requirement when it comes to academics of level 5 for English, pure maths, and as well as physical sciences, or a minimum of your NCV level 4 with engineering studies, okay? When it comes to the last one, aeronautical engineering students, you must have achieved a minimum requirement of level 5 for English and level 6 for pure maths, as well as level 6 for physical sciences. So that one is very hectic. You know what you're gonna do is that you are gonna go to my description box, open that link and download the PDF that you have to fill in and submit via email. And that's that. Don't forget that, guys, when you apply, make sure to put in the subjection line that it's a SUBCRIBEEEEE bursary application, basically, to be specific, because otherwise your messages might be spammed and put in the spam box, basically. One thing they're gonna require from you that's just an addition, as I said, which is gonna be the motivational letter that supports your application to say why should you be the chosen candidate to be funded with this financial aid. So yeah, that is that for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. Please apply before the due date. I've got you covered, guys. And yeah, otherwise make sure you like, comment, turn on the post notification bell as immediately as you subscribe, because you don't want to miss any videos that I post each and every time. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video, and I love you guys. Peace. Mwah.